Welcome to Simon no Chanamas, Simon's living room. I appear to be on my own at the moment, apart from my audience, of course. Hello, Frederick. Hello, Robert. Hello, Ty. Hello, Ed. Hello, Bernie. I'm glad you could make it. I've just been having messages here, there, and everywhere from people that I asked if they could join, and who said they might be able to, but things have happened. Real life has got in the way of people in Japan, which it often does. Oh, Cece's there. Hello. Yes. Yeah. I hope Joe's all right, because he was one of the people that said he wasn't feeling so good. I had a message from my friend Jess Chokochi. She's in a very noisy hostel, so she may join if pressed, but it could be very noisy, and I don't know what her Wi-Fi is like. Life is a killer. Yes. You go off the end of the conveyor belt and into the pre-dug box at the end. Okay. And who else? Well, Eric Surf 6 said he might, but he could be completely knackered because he's been doing a practice run for a 30-kilometer marathon today, and he said when he gets home he'll see how he feels. So we may have a visit from Eric Surf 6. Radri's collecting his folks from the airport, so that's out the question. Who else? Kaz has something come up and he can't join. My friend Hiroshi, I may message him. He said he probably couldn't. He couldn't make it. All these tips I was getting. Aussie, yes. Aussie was also going to try, and Tokyo Drew is probably in the hub. I'm not hearing notifications. Hi, Cece. Oh, you can join us. You can join if you like, Cece. If I can send you the link. Yes, I was asking for tips really, because I'm heading to the airport next week. I think Wednesday I've got to be there at 10 to 9. In the evening, and I've just been hearing on the news this morning that there's been strikes going on with the airport baggage handling service, and been a whole bunch of flights cancelled today, and people have had to sleep in the airport. I just hope that it's all cleared up by Wednesday. I think last year I was a bit of a panic because that's when there was the bomb attack in Brussels airport. Like a couple of months before I was due to fly out. Did Godzilla finally destroy Tokyo? No, he's still there in Shinjuku. Yes, go and watch the Shivers collab video. Me and Ty are in it. I'm in a graveyard. I got the idea from for that graveyard from making the advert for Shivers' sister's appearance on the show. Yes, they'll start to get to know me there. I said to Shivers, like, there's me turning up in a suit and tie, wandering around with a video camera in a graveyard. It's that weird English chap again. The weather for Brussels, I can tell you, it's sort of gloomy. What will be fantastic, Cece? Me in the graveyard. There's a cat in it as well. I mean, if I released it as a separate video, it might get very popular. It only lasts about 20 seconds. If Ed was here, it could be a Vine. So, people in the audience, perhaps I should interact with you. Some of you are in Japan. I think. Well, Cece is in Japan. Tips. I'm going to Yamaguchi first to see my girlfriend. If you watch the advert, if you've seen the advert, you will have seen my girlfriend probably for the first time. If you see that section with the takoyaki with the octopus balls, your octopus balls are moving. My octopus balls are moving. There's a rather lovely lady sat across from me, and that's my girlfriend. And also, when I'm playing drums on the okonomiyaki, She's the one that's shouting at me, don't, don't do that. Tips, yes. Tips, hints, you know. You did notice that, Robert. Yes, good. Well, I think you've seen pictures of her before, but for anybody in the audience and anybody watching after this has gone out, if you want to see what my girlfriend looks like, go to the advert and fast forward to the section with the octopus balls. And there she is. Yes, katsuboshi, I think it's what it's called. It's that I think is that anybody who knows it's those that fine fish shavings. Can't say that after 3 glasses of wine very quickly. Most of the prime minister, yes, the Yamaguchi has a kind of like a deal. Yamaguchi is where the Meiji Rebellion fermented. So they tend to provide the Japanese sort of elite. Katsuboshi. No, katsuboshi. I don't know if that's my Japanese. It's not very good. Katsuboshi is fish. Yes, it's fish shavings, shaved fish. It's Monty Python Shave a Fish Week. No, it's dried fish that's shaved, and if you put it onto anything hot like hot octopus balls, it will start to curl up and move about, which is what it was doing in the video. And shortly after that, that was rather delicious. I seem to remember. We went into a department store and to the restaurant. And I thought, what should we have? Oh, let's have takoyaki. And I'll have 12 octopus balls. Great, fantastic. And then my girlfriend said, right, I want to show you some traditional soba. Like, oh, right, okay. And we went to have soba afterwards. And a large bowl of soba. I just couldn't finish it. Without katsuboshi, there is no takoyaki. It's I don't know whether the octopus feel that way. I don't know. Bonito flakes. Yes, it could be also that. Yes. Oh, bonito flakes. Maybe katsuboshi is the generic term for bonito flakes. I don't know. Bonito. But yes, the soba was nice, but it was just like after 12 octopus balls, it was a bit much. So I shall not be doing that again. My girlfriend has actually given me the schedule. We will be going to a Myanmar style restaurant. So I shall be having Nepalese food at least on one day that we're together. A Kirin Brewery. But that'll be in Tokyo, presumably. I mean, I'm in Tokyo in the last week that I'm there, so I might have some free time. Seems like everybody I want to meet up with, obviously, because they're working during the week, I've only got the weekends free, so my weekends will be fairly packed. But during the week, I may go and visit things. And what was I wanted to go and visit? Oh, can't remember. A night bus tour of Kyoto. That's one thing. And also Ginkakuji. I might go and see, which is the silver pavilion as opposed to the golden pavilion, because the garden's supposed to be nicer. And it's I can walk along the philosopher's path. I'm staying in my usual hostel in Kyoto in the second week, and that's right near. It's about 30 minutes walk from Kiyomizadera and all those places. But from there, I can get to the philosopher's path. Apparently, and that if I walk all the way along there, I'll get to Ginkakuji. You're heading to the Kyoto on 5th. Ah, no, I'll be still in Yamaguchi then. I'm going to be in Kyoto on the 7th to the 9th. I'm meeting up, hopefully, with Zeno Living, who was a guest on this show, Shane, and because he lives there with his wife. Not in Ginkakuji, but somewhere in Kyoto. And I'm also trying to meet up with, he said he's going to message me, Dan from Letters from Japan. He lives there as well. Oh, you're going to, for Hanami next time? I'm going to have to save up more. I'm gradually eating away all my savings going to Japan. So I don't know whether I'll be able to get there next year. Ah, Joe, is Joe going to be there? Is Joe going to be in Kyoto, or is he going to be in Tokyo or Kanagawa? Well, yeah. I could do like a day trip to Kanagawa from Tokyo, I suppose. I'm staying in this same hostel for a week. Advert: Imano hostel in Ginza. It's only like 22 euros a night or something like that. Yes, this was my criteria. Since I was staying for 3 weeks, or since I'm going to be staying for 3 weeks, I need to I need to budget myself. Thank you. I'm afraid all my things are booked. Yes, I'm staying in, and the cheapest place I'm staying in. It cost me. Oh no, yes, the cheapest place was actually Imano hostel in Ginza, and that's the first night I'm there. After I land, I'm just going to sort of crash out in Tokyo before I head off to Yamaguchi. That was 19 euros. Just hit him up. Okay. Everything's. I've got my. It's all in this little book here. It's all planned out. All my booking.com. If I send you links to and you book places on booking.com because I told you, both you and I will get a sort of 68% discount or something, and you will get money basically. Yes, I've got about three of these now, Cece. In sort of, they've got have it all planned out. It's all very. I like to have things planned out. I don't like to sort of turn up at the airport and think, now what do I do? I've got to go and get my my pocket Wi-Fi as soon as I've landed and got my baggage from the post office in Narita Airport. Then I've got to trundle down to the station for the NEX and cash in my JR Rail Pass and start booking. How many percent? About Booking.com said about 68%. So yes, and then get the usual NEX to Tokyo, and then it's about 5 minutes on the metro from there to my hostel. You're an expert at Narita. I'm fairly familiar with it now. I'd quite like to go to Haneda because it looks nicer inside. But yes, I know my way out of Narita to the hotel, the airport hotel where I stay when I go back. First class flight. No, what I got a message from ANA on my email saying you can upgrade not to first class but to premium economy if you put a bid in. I read it further. It meant you still had to pay more money. I thought, all right, no. Yes, Bernie, it's about 68%. I bet he will what? I mean, there is a cheaper option of getting into Tokyo, but on the bus. But one day I may try that. Just don't particularly fancy sitting on a bus. I mean, because by the time I get there, it'll be dark. I'll be leaving in the dark and arriving in the dark, which is what happened actually on my very first visit. I think, yes. I seem to remember. November of 2015. Having a JR pass, yes. I mean, by the time I've been to Yamaguchi and traveled back via Kyoto and Nagoya and whatnot, I should have made up my money more than ever. Yes, yeah, driving. I wouldn't mind having a go at driving. I mean, I don't, but I haven't had the wherewithal to go and get an international license. Yes, the express, and then only but only the sort of the bog standard Shinkansen, if there is such a thing. But you can't do the Nozomi and the Mizuho ones. Yes, yeah, I always tend to go to the JR thing with this in hand and go to the guy or the lady at the counter and say, I want this Shinkansen this time with a window seat, please. Window seats are handy because next to the window seat you've got the little sockets for your charging your phone and whatnot. Now I'm giving everybody else tips now. Come on, give me tips. I mean, I've been. This will be my 4th visit. So those who have been, those who are there, and those who have been, can you think of anything that I should be thinking of or do? I've got 2 little guidebooks, one for Tokyo and one for Kyoto. I'm going to a rather nice place. I got rather stuck after Yamaguchi. My main thing was to go to Yamaguchi and see my girlfriend. And then a couple of days I was going to hang around in Yamaguchi. And one of those days I'm going to go and visit Englandese. Oh, somebody's gone. Englandese, who often visits the show. Did I send him a link to watch? I don't know. But Englandese, he lives sort of in Yamaguchi with his wife. And I'm going to go and visit him. And then gradually make my way back. And I was stuck because I'd booked everything for Yamaguchi, and I'd booked Kyoto because I really wanted to go there, and booked Nagoya because I'm going to go and meet up with Tomoko Des. And I'm also going to go. I have a date. I have a date in Nagoya with my my Japanese actress friend. Going to meet up in the nightclub that we met up in when I first went. So that's why I want to go to Nagoya. Tomoko Des and my actress friend. But before that, before I get to, I had a day where what am I going to do? I have a free night. So I was spent 2 weeks trying to find places, and anything sort of above Yamaguchi and Okayama and Hiroshima prefectures, anything above the Tokaido Shinkansen line is all quite difficult to get to and requires lots of buses and transferring onto buses and goodness knows what. If you don't have a car, it's difficult. I mean, there are some nice places there I'd quite like to go to, but I was looking at, I've got a one night and a day or part of a day to fill, and how am I going to do that? And I looked at Hagi, which is above Yamaguchi, which is the birthplace of the sort of the Meiji Revolution, and then I looked at Totori for the sun dunes and everything, and looked at all these other places, all these nice places to go to, but getting from there back to Kyoto was a bit of a nightmare. So I found this place not far from Hiroshima. I could have gone to Hiroshima, but this place is quite cute, called Onomichi. If you Google that, Onomichi, quite sort of a nostalgic place, quite set in hills, lots of little narrow streets and lots of steps, and 25 temples and shrines to visit in a circular walk. So I thought, I'll do that. And that was quite a cheap hostel as well. A very kind of like artsy, craftsy kind of tucked in the near the harbour kind of place. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to have to do live streams from there, I suppose, as well. Just hope my pocket Wi-Fi is powerful enough for that kind of thing. My son was suggesting that I do a live stream from the airport in Brussels, but I don't want to bore everybody silly if I'm not doing that already. I'm just going to try and message Chokochi, because she said she might. Have you got a minute? Minute question mark. I hope she sees that. and Hiroshi. How's it going? How's it looking? Mark, any chance? Oh dear. This is what happens when you run out of guests, audience. You'll ask me for the link to get 60% off. Ah, yes, I should do that. 2 other people have joined. Hello, 2 other people. Please announce yourself in comments. Mr. Donut. We will wait for your guests. I will wait for my guests. I was going to try and get give me a flake man, but he's busy. Children, Halloween, that kind of thing. But hopefully I'll see him actually when I get over there. The idea is to sort of meet up with Tomoko Des in Yamachan, have some chicken wings, and hopefully, who's this? Hiro. Sorry. Oh, he doesn't think he can make it. Okay. Thumbs up. All right. That was my one down, 1 to go. Yes. A suspicion that Eric will be too tired. I mean, that's perfectly understandable. If you're our age and you've run 30 kilometers, I mean, I was tired just reading his message about that. You would like to make a you would like to make a live YouTube stream during the first class flight. Frederick, you must first practice doing some live streams on the ground. And well, yes, first class, I should imagine you would get Wi-Fi if you could afford first class there. What about eating natto with Tomoko Sensei? Ah, I don't know. I don't know whether they might do eating natto in Yamachan. A black cat with a cigarette in its mouth. Okay, yes. Not quite sure whether that would attract more viewers. I don't know. I've just lost one again. Turned on, tuned in, and dropped out. What else am I going? Oh yes, in Kyoto. What was I planning to do? I have to looks in book. Tries to remember. I've got that many things I'm going to do. Yes, the red leaves. That's right. Yeah, definitely go to Kiyomizidera, because it's only about from where I'm staying. It's about a 30-minute walk. Hello, who's this? Drew. Okay, he's with his family, so that's Drew can't join. Okay, oh fuck, laugh my ass off. Sure, give me 2 seconds. So Jess could join. Okay, good. Right, hangout link. Bum, 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 bum. Scroll up. That's what, if I put scroll up. Okay, hopefully she'll see that, and hopefully we'll get a very noisy. We're in Yamanashi. She's in Yamanashi because she went to the ice caves and at the base of Mount Fuji. I'm hoping that she's got this all on video and she will be Oga in Akita. It's a bit far, Frederick. Hey, Jess.
Hello? Hold on, I'm testing my sound. I apologize if it is really, really rowdy in here.
Oh my God, my ears!
Are you getting blasted? Yeah, sorry.
Tell them to join. Tell them to join.
Join in. Join in the party. Yeah, they're going absolutely crazy. It's been like this since yesterday, so it's just like there is no saving anyone from the rowdiness. But it's great. It's great. It's hostel life, so you know it's the deal.
Yeah, I mean, that's what hostels are all about, isn't it? It's
exactly. You have fun. You're crazy. It's actually quite a nice hostel though. We've got like tatami mats and stuff, so it's really cute.
Oh, nice. I think I'm not quite sure what my hostel in Ginza is going to be like. The ones I've stayed in before have generally been like a bunk bed. So I've not had much of a floor to speak of.
Yeah, generally they don't have much of a floor, but yeah, I don't know. Like the one that we're in as well. Like although we're in like the common area, so the common area has tatami and stuff like that. Most of the other rooms do have like you have to take your shoes off and things like that, which is really nice. So it's really clean.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's not much floor space, so it's really just like you got beds in a room, cram some bags in somewhere wherever you can get them, and then the rest of it's just like it's just how it goes, I guess. Hostels, you can't really win.
No, that's I mean, I think I was possibly the oldest person in all the hostels I've been.
So I feel like I'm starting to get along that way myself. As I grow older and like keep traveling and stuff, I'm just like, oh, okay, everyone's so young here. You're 18? Oh my god. So it's getting there. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
You're not alone.
Yeah. So where have you been today?
Today
I take off. Where? Sorry.
Kyoto. Kyoto.
Oh, Kyoto. You're in Kyoto now?
Yeah, I'm in Kyoto at the moment.
Ah, which hostel are you in? I stay one in Higashiyama.
Oh, no, we're in, like, Kawaramachi.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it's, Kaosan. It's like a chain hostel, and they're generally pretty good, so.
When did you arrive? When did you arrive?
Yeah, no, I can hear you. Don't worry. I'm just worried you can't hear me. So I arrived probably 2 days ago.
Oh, right. So you've done a bit of Kyoto then. Already.
Yeah. So actually, sorry, we arrived on Friday. So this has been our first like full day, running around and doing stuff. We went to where did we go? We went to a few temples near Kyoto Station. They're playing games, so it's just like, it's yeah, we went to a temple near Kyoto Station, and then we went to a garden near there. Then we went all the way to Arashiyama.
Oh yeah. Did you go to the bamboo forest?
Yes, we did. We had to go through. In Arashiyama we walked through like the shops and stuff. We kind of like dashed past those, and then went to the bamboo forest because it was so much nicer than the whole like touristy areas. But
yeah, did you and the Togetsu Bridge?
Oh, we didn't get there today. We only because we did quite a big walk along around Arashiyama. So we went to I think it's Tenryuji, one of the temples like in the middle of the bamboo forest, and then we just did the garden walk. Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the bamboo. Well, I got like 2 photographs of the bamboo forest, and then I went to Tenryuji with Tomoko Des. So I've got a video. Yeah. But if you've got time, I would recommend. I mean, you have to go quite early to get there before the crowds, before all the Chinese tourists get there. If you go to, if you haven't already been, Kiyomizu-dera.
Oh yeah, I've been. My friend hasn't, because I'm traveling with a friend at the moment. So I've been, but my friend hasn't. I was thinking of taking her to Yoanji because it's a little bit more like chill. And it's less crowded than a lot of the other, the other temples and stuff, I guess.
I can also recommend Shoren Inn. Shoren Inn, or what? Also known as Awate Palace. It's like a temple on the way to yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that one out because I haven't been, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's a nice garden, really nice garden, and also quiet because hardly anybody goes there. So
yeah, we found that with the temple and the garden near Kyoto Station because like it's one of those ones everyone goes to the super famous temples. So I guess when they think of like Kyoto Station, they think of shopping and things like that. So we just like gave it a try. I'd never been either. And it was really, really nice. The temple was free to go in and walk around it. The garden was like 500 yen, but still, like, it was really beautiful. Oh, it's so gorgeous.
Yeah, and I think this time of year they light them up in the evening.
Yes, they do. Yeah. Around, I think it starts from next month. They do illuminations. Also, I've seen some posters hanging up that it starts from I think mid next month.
Yeah, so I might try and go and see that. Yeah. What else can what else can I recommend to you? My great experience of Kyoto, which consisted of going to a kombini and getting a beer and a bento and sitting by the river.
Isn't that the best way to experience Kyoto? Though? I think that was like the second time I went to Kyoto. It was pretty much like that. Like me and a couple of friends, I went with Charlie and Mel, and we went and just got some alcohol. We went and sat by the river and just enjoyed the summer. I think because it was like the middle of summer, so it was perfect for just having a beer by the river. I guess there's like, because I've only been a couple of times, and mostly it was like doing temple stuff. So I don't know, throw whatever you've got at me.
There's I'm thinking of doing a night bus tour of Kyoto. Yeah, maybe check that out. I don't know. Yeah.
I haven't heard of it. When I think of night buses, though, I get like PTSD from last time when I was taking a night bus, but it was like an overnight bus.
Oh well, no, this is just around the town. It's like.
No, that's okay then. That's all right. Oh no, it was like this overnight bus. We went from I think it was. Oh, where was it? I think it was maybe Tokyo to Hiroshima, and it took like. Oh god, it took like I think maybe 6 hours or 10 hours or something, and we left.
Oh my, 10 hours on the bus.
Yeah, it was a really long. Yeah, it stopped us at like Osaka, Kyoto, and a whole bunch of other places on the way. So it seemed to take like a roundabout way.
It's probably avoiding the toll roads or something.
I don't know. I think they can go on. I think they can go on toll roads, but I'm not sure about like. Because they have to drop people off at different places and pick people up and stuff. So.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is mostly.
Because it's cheap, but you pay for it in the end.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, because initially we decided to do it because it was cheap, and in each place that we were staying for like probably like nearly a week. So it wasn't really worth getting a JR pass for the whole time when we weren't really going to be using it. And then, so it just like those costs like outweighed. Wait, no, the benefits outweighed the costs. If you know what I mean, like, no, I think it's the other way around. The costs of the JR pass outweighed the benefits, so we were just like, it's not really worth getting a JR pass if we're gonna not be using it half the time.
Yeah, if you're staying still. I mean, for a long time. I was debating whether to get a 3-week pass or a 2-week pass, but since I'm going to be spending about a week in Tokyo. I thought I got the 2-week pass instead.
Yeah, we got a 2-week one this time around, and it's my first time having a pass. So I've been really like, we rode our first Shinkansen the other day, and it's really, really good.
I'll just introduce you. That's Mashu Chokochi.
I know Mashu. I know Mashu. Hi, Mashu. Is that Mocha in the background?
At the moment.
Mocha? Is Mocha okay?
Yeah, Mocha's over there biting something.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. It sounds very vicious.
Mocha, stop, please.
It's like going berserk.
I feel like it's like everyone's celebrating Halloween at the moment. It feels like a Halloween, like a prank.
Oh, have you done that? Have you got a costume?
No, I'm buying one actually. I'm buying one tomorrow. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I haven't really found anything I liked yet. They're either like, because I've gone to a couple of different places, and they're all either like too sexy or just like, like I don't know, they're just like awful material.
Awful, yeah, sort of like either. But you can have naff or you can have sexy.
Yeah, it's like you either get that shiny like satin material, or you get just like it's like a bra and like a skirt or something. It's like what? Why?
So well, I've never. I don't know. I've never done Halloween in a bra and a skirt.
You should go shopping for Halloween in a bra and a skirt. It's really the point.
How about you, Mashu? Do you do Halloween in a bra and a skirt? I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes in a bra and a skirt. Not that often. Mocha.
Yes, Mashu is looking for ways to get stopped by the police again.
Oh my god!
Hey, Rena.
This is Long Dog.
Long Dog. Oh, hi, Rena.
Hello.
Hi. Oh my god, Mocha's so cute.
Yes, I should get a dog. My channel will explode.
Yeah, I know. If you just had a little dog hanging around, I think they would probably like go through the roof.
Okay, I need a dog. I need a dog puppet, you know.
Now she's just biting me.
Oh my god. Cheeky Mocha.
You take her, please.
No, Mocha, I'll come get her. Oh my god, she's so cute. So what's our theme for tonight, Simon? What are we talking about? Have we got a theme? What's going on?
I'm knocking my microphone here. The theme tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and the audience has not been very helpful. I mean, nice audience, not very helpful. Tips for me for when I come to Japan.
Oh.
Tips for coming to Japan. The JR pass isn't worth it unless you're traveling a lot.
Oh yeah. Chocochi just told us that. Yeah. So
do Halloween in a bra and a skirt.
Do Halloween in a bra and a skirt. Yes. Okay. That's good.
Dog puppet.
Look. Unfortunately, I'll be 5,000 feet in the air on an airplane during Halloween, so I don't think that they would appreciate me sitting there in a bra and a skirt.
You never know. You never know.
I never know.
Come on, mine.
You know, it's free country. But yes, tips for Japan. I mean, you know, what to eat, what not to eat. You know, what things to avoid. Things to avoid. Yes.
Well, it depends on where you're going. It depends on where you're going. I think like how long you're spending time where, and you know how much time you've got in each place and everything like that. Like, and especially like where you're going will depend on like what you're eating as well. So whatever's like really famous in the area, tend to like give that a go. But then also like try and like try something else in the area, like try some fusion food or something like that.
Yes, because I mean I'm well, hopefully when I'm in Kyoto, I'll be going out to dinner with Zeno Living and Letters from Japan. So I've got to try and find a place where we could go out for dinner. So yes, I'll maybe try that.
You know, me and my friend, well, my friend's vegetarian and I'm vegan, so we've been hitting up lots of different vegetarian places around. We struggled a little bit in Yamanashi Prefecture near Kawaguchi, near Mount Fuji, but we've been, after we went to Kyoto, we were like, oh my god, this is heaven. There's like vegetarian places everywhere because of all the Buddhist cuisine and stuff like that. So there's that very influence of like healthy eating, clean eating, and stuff like that. We've been hitting up this one place almost every day, and the food is amazing. It's so good. It's a chain restaurant, but it's still really good.
Oh, what's the name of the place? This is in Kyoto.
It's called. Hold on, I'm gonna post it in the chat. It's Ain. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Ain Sop. AINSOPH, and it's the Journey one, but it's really good.
Okay,
They do like
I have to look that up.
Yeah, they do a mean green curry. So good. It's so flavoursome.
Do they serve beer and sake as well, or do you?
They do
not?
serve beer and sake.
Ah.
Yeah,
good.
They serve some nice beer and some nice sake. They also do like raspberry champagne and things like that. So it's really cute.
Raspberry champagne.
Yeah. So if you're getting a bit fancy, there's some raspberry champagne.
Well, I've just spent most of my money on new clothes, to wear. I mean, it's the most money I've spent in an entire year. I mean, I got t-shirts, underpants, socks, jeans. I still need it. My girlfriend said it's cold. You may need a coat. So I looked up the weather in Yamaguchi. It's like 17, 18 degrees. I was like,
yeah, it's
cold.
like warm.
Yeah,
it's warm.
I mean, it's all relative, I suppose.
Yeah, we got to Kyoto and it was like 21 degrees. And we were like, oh my God, it's summer. It's like hot. Like not summer for Melbourne, but summer in general. Like it was warm enough that I was in a t-shirt all day and I was fine. So I think you'll be fine.
Yes.
You'll be
I mean,
fine,
I may bring do I need to bring rain gear, Mashu? Would you recommend rain gear or not?
An umbrella at least.
Yeah, no, just
an
an
big size
umbrella
umbrella too. Not a tiny little plastic one.
You can pick up the big ones from like a convenience store or something, or just like steal one from your hostel.
Well, yeah, I've had about three convenience store umbrellas and lost them all.
Yeah. They tend to just like I think we left our last ones at a shop somewhere in Kawaguchiko, and we were just like, oh well, someone will pick that up and enjoy that. It's cool.
I had a rather nice black umbrella that I got from a convenience store in Yamaguchi, and it ended up being left behind in a toilet in Tokyo Station.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah.
That tends to be how it goes, though.
Yeah. Less to carry on the plane.
Yeah. Oh my lord, they're back with a vengeance. I may have to bid farewell. I'm gonna get rowdy. As they're all drinking, they're topping up. So.
Oh, well, you go and join them.
Oh no, I have work to do, but I'll hang around for a little bit longer, and then
you mean you got some videos to edit?
I mean, I would like to. I would really like to, but I don't know. I'll just have to see. No promises.
Okay.
After my track record from last time, that's probably not going to go down well.
No, yeah, I was going to say I won't promote your channel to the audience.
No, please don't. It's not going anywhere at the moment.
Okay, thanks for joining, Jess, and you have a nice time. And
thank you for having me.
Okay, and thank you everybody in the background for making this a lively show.
They can't hear because I have headphones. I don't know if you can see. I have headphones on, so
right.
Remarkably less noisy. But Masha and Rina, we should hang out in Tokyo if we can.
Yes.
Yokattara ne asabou. Yeah. Okay. Bye, everyone. Thanks for having me on.
Bye, Jess. Thanks for joining. Bye. It's how quiet. It's quiet now.
Can you hear that?
I can hear Mocha, and that's about it.
Mocha eating something out there, chewing on.
So have you two been Halloweening? I don't know quite if there's a generic. What? I say.
Yes. Yes. Rena's doing her final project.
His graduation paper.
His graduation paper. So she designed clothing from yukata material.
Yeah. May I show
Mhm.
you?
Yes, please. And there was Kaz being the photographer, and then there was Morgan Le Fay and Phoenix as one.
Oh, they were there as well. Oh, cool.
Yes, and then Rena and I both also modeling. So there's 4 models and 1 photographer, and we did it in Asakusa.
Ah. Oh,
Yes.
so there will be a video of this later, perhaps.
Yes, there will be.
Oh, brilliant.
This is one of the things we
Ah.
with beautiful sleeves.
Everything is
Nice.
made by yukata. This is back.
Yeah, bag.
You can put these long parts into the small part, and then like that.
Oh, like, yes. Oh, that's handy.
Yeah. So this
Then a
is
bag like this.
the pretty pattern, and have ribbon here.
And this is for your final project. This is
Yes.
these will be judged by the teachers. Ah.
I do remember, like, I asked about Gabriel community to Simon-san.
We asked you a lot of questions
That
about
is
what
the
you
Oh, yes,
like
about-
at the top and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. You're part of the reason these exist.
Oh,
I
right.
used maybe 2 pages
Yeah.
with your answer. Very long answer.
Oh, yes.
I made 2
Oh, yes,
pages
my
of
favorite, yeah.
graduation paper.
This was Tina's one, right?
Tina-san.
Yeah, Tina.
Oh,
won.
Tina made
Okay.
Tina wore that. Yes. Oh, nice.
My one's.
Well, I'm hoping we can all meet up in
Yes.
about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, are you available during the day in the week, or is it better evenings in the week?
As long as it's not Wednesday or Friday, right?
Yes, Wednesday or Friday I
Yeah.
have school, but the other days
Mm.
completely free.
Yes.
Right, hang on. I get some pad of paper, writes it down. Otherwise, I shall forget. Masha Arena, not Wednesday or Friday.
Yes.
Not wed or fry. Any other day. Okay,
Sorry if you can
coordinate
hear
with.
strange dog sounds. Maka's being
It's not me.
loving to her bed.
Oh, it's definitely not me.
She's cuddling it a lot. We can't see
Yes,
the
you need to
chat,
get
by
it.
the way. We're just phone the whole time.
Ah, well,
Sorry.
they're being quiet in the chat. Quiet in the chat, and 4 people have gone to do something else. So I'm not quite sure. I had nine people were watching. Well, I think that maybe the noise scared them off from that.
Maybe.
I think it looked to be having fun in that hostel. I mean, if I remember my hostel in Kyoto, it wasn't that noisy. It was quite peaceful. But
I stayed in
Yeah, so
Ikebukuro in Sakura Hotel, and that's sort of like a backpackers thing. But I had a private
Oh, yes.
room. I was very smart. But everyone else, I could hear them. So noisy all the time moving around. But thankfully, because my room was sort of like one of the top floors, sort of near the women's dorm area as well, so it was quiet at nighttime. It was very big relief.
And and you blended in with your brown skirt.
Yes, it was my brown skirt costume.
So,
So many people in Shibuya tonight, right?
oh, you went. Did you go?
No, we haven't went, but we saw lots of pictures and stuff from it so far. Because there was people were out last night as well as tonight. Like Phoenix wearing
I mean,
cowboy hat and singlet.
Who was?
Phoenix,
Yeah. Zach. Yeah.
Zach, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm surprised that Kaz wasn't out taking pictures, but yeah, Shivers.
He has photography tomorrow.
Right, yeah.
Tomorrow.
No, Shivers was asking me if yeah, she was saying that sort of I should come to the hut, but like I was saying to Jess, I'll be on the 31st, which is actual Halloween. I'll be in midair. Oh, probably over Russia or China somewhere. At that point.
Yeah, you fly that way, yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's interesting once you take off from Brussels and you look out the window. It'll be dark, so I won't be able to see anything. But on the days and the times I've flown during the day, you see Brussels and you see Belgium and then you see Germany and then it flies over Denmark and you see all the islands and then it goes above the clouds and you don't see anything until you get to about Russia and then it's just vast expanses of nothing.
That's
like,
oh, like
right,
yeah.
Yeah.
Flying back into Australia. You're like, wow, look at the ocean.
Yes.
Oh, it's just fields. Oh, now it's just dirt and sand.
It's just dirt for miles.
Yeah. You start
Hello,
thinking,
who's this?
Is that a kangaroo? No, that's a rock.
I got the ramen.
Ah.
Ta-da. It's
Ramen. Ah, yes.
ramen.
Have you got food tips? Food tips for. I mean, I bought a 32-inch waist pair of jeans today, and they fit me nicely. So I need food tips for Japan to be able to still fit into
those expanders for your belt. I think you try everything.
Jess says it's just dirt for miles usually in Australia.
It's just dirt for miles.
Yeah, turn right at the rock. Keep going. Bit more dirt. Turn left at the next rock.
You don't reach the bush. Oh, we just ran off now. Just gonna eat our ramen.
It might be loud. Slurping the noodle.
It'll be off-screen ASMR. I think that egg was raw before she put it.
Where was that? I saw something. I saw something on was it YouTube or something that crazy Japanese inventions, and I think Sony had invented a device for a fork which had a sensor in it. It was and when you wanted to slurp your noodles, if you were embarrassed by slurping your noodles, that the sensor would detect the noise as you were eating your ramen. It would detect the noise you were making slurping, and it would counter it by a bit like those toilets that play music when you're having a poo. It didn't catch on. It didn't catch on apparently.
Just like the chopstick with a little fan on it to make sure things get cooled down. So blows cold air on it for you. Oh, perfect.
Where can you get? I'd love some of those. I'd like going to a high class restaurant with.
Whip them out. But about food tips, we always say to enjoy convenience, but if you're going to buy like lots of food, it's supermarkets all the way. Definitely. Even some of the premium stuff, like you would get in a convenience, cheaper in a supermarket.
So if I wanted, as probably I shall have to, is have a bento in my bedroom. I would best to go to a supermarket after hours, rather than a convenience store.
Yeah, I suppose the upside of the convenience store is that you're going to get it heated up for you, though.
Ah, yes. Even
that's really the upside.
Was it you that was telling?
Visit us.
Oh, you're just being invited to our house.
All right. Okay, that's good. Free lunch. Yes. I mean, you just message me your location, and I mean, I'm staying at a hostel in Ginza, so
Ginza.
Yeah. So it's only about like 5 minutes by metro from the Tokyo station. So wherever you are, I can probably get there quite easily. Hopefully. I mean.
Yeah, hopefully.
I mean, is there a nearby metro station, or is it out in the sticks?
Basically, we're out in the sticks. Yeah, we're out there somewhere.
Yeah, in one of those. Yes,
further and further out. Sometimes we see people sort of like dressed in the farmer's clothes walking along. So.
Okay. I know what I'll just have to ask the police. Do you know where Mashu lives? Oh yeah, we know him.
Oh yeah, we know that guy. Yeah, pulled over twice now. I sort of can't believe it pulled me over though. The bicycle's like the handles are way down there, and I'm way up here, like going along. Looks like a shaved bear on top of a toy bicycle.
You said it, not me.
I've had to re-pump up the tire several times now. Yeah. Did you do it with that chair, Rena? I think she's gonna hit me like she's gonna hit me like a wrestler or something with it. You're coming in?
Can I just be in it?
You just want to be in it? Okay. Rena just wants to join.
Ah, well, of course. I apologise to the audience for not interacting too much in the past half an hour, but you know, my guests arrived and I was taken by surprise. Jess says, if you see the kangaroo with a bad attitude, you've gone too far.
Every kangaroo. But when it's sleepy time, kangaroos will just lay on the ground, scratch their stomach, stare at you for a while. Do anything to them then.
Luckily, I ate before the show. Otherwise, I'd be getting hungry now.
I'm just going to slowly turn you a little bit. There you go.
Ah.
You could enjoy watching her use a spoon and chopsticks.
I did have some clips loaded up of like random things from my visits in my previous visits to Japan. I had like some cool multicolored flashing lights on steps in Akasaka and like Rainy Temple in Akasaka, and I had a deer scarer from Kyoto going sort of and all this kind of thing. But it made my computer go really slow. So you'll just have to imagine that, audience. And I may make a video.
We were just at Skytree today, and they had like Christmas lights already set up in trays, as well as downstairs with the Halloween stuff, where you could pose and people take your pumpkins, orange lights.
Yeah, and then go upstairs and have your picture taken with like deer and Santa.
Yeah. It's so confusing.
Like, I can't really imagine. I mean, you know, can you imagine sort of in Australia or Britain, sort of having, for example, it's like how long is it now? It's well, it's only 2 months, but imagine 2 months in advance, they'd have they sort of June. They'd have Obon, and then the Obon section of Selfridges the display.
So weird.
Yeah, as the Japan sort of takes on Halloween and takes on Christmas, but the West like probably doesn't have a clue what Obon is or Matsuri or anything like that, and don't do anything. Yeah.
That's the thing, they don't celebrate Christmas like Western cultures. Christmas is like a date thing, right?
Yes, for couples.
Yeah.
Even Valentine is super big event in Japan. Everything.
Are you going to bake a Christmas cake, Mashu?
Maybe.
Traditional.
Traditional KFC. You should do that. You should do that for Rena and her family. You should do a full Christmas dinner with knobs on, with the sprouts and the mashed potato and the giant turkey, and you know.
But I usually eat sushi and sashimi for Christmas at home.
It's much lighter. Yes, that's a good tip, actually. Yes. You don't feel so, you know, like sitting in the settee after Christmas lunch. You wouldn't be like, oh.
Oh, there's a good tip actually. Sushi. The conveyor belt sushi, because you only pay by the plate, right? You can select what you want as well.
Is it still about 100 yen?
You like sushi? Yeah, about 100 yen. Yeah, and if you do a certain amount of them, you might win a prize.
Hemmingford Grey. Goodness gracious. That's a long time ago. Hemmingford Grey, one of the old 3LD viewers. M&S has been advertising their Christmas food in store for some weeks. Marks and Spencer. Can't beat Marks and Spencer. There used to be a Marks and Spencer store in Brussels, and I could go and get like mince pies and stuff, but they closed it. So. Sushi, yes, sushi. I mean, I should try that again. I've had kaiten sushi, and I've had proper sushi as well. I may go and try that again. I have to read up on the do's and don'ts I think you say. Yeah. Don't dip it. Don't dip it too much in the soya sauce. Jess was saying that Australia is the same as Japan. Sort of Halloween and Christmas products are side by side in Australia.
They're already out now? No, it's all right.
What about Ireland? So. I mean, did they have that in Ireland?
It was pretty
Halloween
extreme. I remember that. Really extreme there. People still did door knocking and everything to get gifts, snacks.
Oh yeah, yeah. Trick or treat and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Don't trick or treat here in Japan. That's for sure.
You get arrested.
Get arrested. Horrible. But imagine all the snacks, how great they would be. So much candy here. And it'd be wrapped perfectly. Every single tiny mini fun-sized candy would be perfectly wrapped up for you. Delivered.
I've tried that. I've tried that sort of that department store wrapping technique. I've watched. Woof! Yes, and Mocha agrees. It looks fantastic if you can do it properly.
Yes, I have a tradition every Christmas where I pick one of my nieces or nephew, and their present gets completely covered in sticky tape, beautifully wrapped on the outside, but there's a layer on the inside of just mashed up paper and sticky tape, just till the whole roll is gone. So they go, oh wow, I didn't get, it wasn't me this year. Then they rip it open and there it is. The nightmare that never gets your gift. An hour later, still cutting at it. I'm gonna have to pass that.
I've done. That's another tip from Mashu. How to annoy your relatives.
Mashed up paper wrapped around their gift, sticky tape till there's no tape left, and then perfectly wrap it.
Yes, you wouldn't make very many friends in Japan doing that.
How would you annoy someone in Japan? Wrap the gift perfectly and then wrap it perfectly again. Wrap it so that when they unwrap it, you rip the paper by accident. Oh, I've been given
glue it. You wrap it perfectly, but glue the paper down.
Yes.
So, what are your plans for the weekend? He said, like a hairdresser. Any plans for the weekend? Sir? Work? Any work? Work on a weekend?
Yeah, we are working on the weekend. Gonna say what you do. So she's working at bread factory. I want to say a bakery, but it's not. I'm disappointed. It's a bread factory. She puts peels bananas and puts strawberries on top of things. Add cream.
8 hours banana peeling.
Yes. Oh, and
do you get
Combini sandwiches? Sometimes they're too thick. She has to push them down to flatten them, so they'll fit inside the packet.
They'll bring the bread, so many bread, like hundreds of bread.
You just go.
You just squish so there's bread out there with Rena handprints in it.
I did it for 8 hours.
8 hours. Squish. Oh
God. Yeah, that would make a fantastic YouTube video. You go into a combini and at the start of the video, you go into the combini and take out a sandwich, and then you would trace back how the sandwich was made.
Trace it back there, just smashing it. Is the 8 hours up yet?
Oh, brilliant!
But the bonus is that you get to eat whatever.
Yeah.
Breads and things, right?
Even cake.
Oh. So she brings home free lunch tomorrow. You're having banana cake, banana bread for lunch.
At least you can't bring anything home.
Oh, it has to be eaten in situ.
Yeah, it's like if you work at a chocolate factory. Yeah, you can eat as much chocolate as you want, but can't take it home.
Well, I think today I'm doing the show, and then I should probably starting to pack my suitcase. I should really start to pack it, and then tomorrow, God knows what I'm going to do tomorrow. And then Monday I've got to go back to work. Tuesday I'm off, and that's like last minute panic. And then Wednesday, gradually make my way to the airport, I think.
You're flying at night time?
Yeah, it's 10 to 9 at night. The flight leaves, so it'll gets into Tokyo about 4:30 in the afternoon on the 1st.
Are you arriving Narita or Haneda?
Yeah, Narita, and then
Narita. Wow.
do the usual. I said to the hostel that I'd get there about 7 o'clock at night. So.
What is it? I've forgotten. Are you taking the Skyliner or the Narita Express? Or
the Narita Express, probably. Yeah, Narita Express to Tokyo Station, and then just. I think I could probably walk, but I mean, it takes like can't be bothered to walk. I just have to look. Hang on. Where are we? If I type in Imano,
picked me up after I got to the airport and rode the train to where was it? Shinjuku in the end, and then your mother picked me up. Was it Shinjuku?
Yeah.
Okay, if I go from Tokyo Station.
Airport.
No, this time she didn't pick me up at Narita Airport. This time I met you Tachikawa. Yeah, it was Tachikawa. Yeah.
Oh, well, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. If I take a metro from Tokyo Station to my hostel, it costs me 210 yen, which is like £2.
Not bad. Yeah.
And I've got a 9-minute walk on top of 40 minutes on the train. Or if I just walk from Tokyo Station, it'll cost me nothing and take me 16 minutes. 1.3 kilometers I am from Tokyo Station, so that's nothing. It's not, I should be walking from Tokyo Station probably once unless it's pissing it down, and then I'll take the metro.
It could be raining. That's true. Hopefully, it doesn't spontaneously start snowing or something.
Well, I haven't got any. I mean, I've got layers.
Me
So
wearing the heat tech. Heat tech's the best. Then you'll be fashionable.
I looked at those. I saw online. I was going to go to Uniqlo this morning in Antwerp, and I chickened out and just went to the department store in town. But I was looking on the Uniqlo website. I could get heat tech underpants.
Yes.
But I mean, for the price of one pair of heat tech underpants, I could get 10 pairs of just regular.
I've got the long trousers and the t-shirt, isn't it? The long sleeve t-shirt. But when I start wearing them, I'm like, oh, this is so comfortable. After 5 minutes, this is really hot. This is really hot. So I just have to pick one of them, either the top or the trousers, not both, or I die.
I shall remember to knock on the door when I come to your house, and then you put your clothes up.
Do you remember the TV show showing the foreigner was wearing the hot sleeve?
They were saying how to spot foreigners. All the Japanese, even if the weather becomes a little bit warmer. No, it's autumn now. It's cold. It's cold. So everyone's wearing jackets and things. All the foreigners are wearing short sleeves like me.
Yeah.
Rolling up sleeves. Oh, it's so hot. It's 22 degrees now. Even today, you had the white jacket on for a while. I was wearing the sleeves. Where was it that we were?
Yeah.
What's that river called that we were at?
Sumidagawa.
What she said.
Sumida River.
Sumidagawa. Yeah. So it's the main river in Tokyo, Mash.
Yeah. I couldn't remember for some reason. There's so many people jogging there. But all the people that were jogging in just shorts and t-shirts were foreigners. And then the Japanese were wearing like the sweatpants and the sweating jacket, the big hood. They're running.
Yeah,
so
like padded jacket, like.
Yeah, padded jacket, nice and warm and comfy.
I should be all right then. I should be fine. I mean, I may bring a coat just as a formality.
You have a coat just so you have something to take off and put back on again. To signal you're ready.
Throw over my arm when I go into a restaurant, you know.
Yeah. I use my jacket pretty much now to pad the back of the chair. That's what it. It's a bit more comfy now.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
What's another?
Yes, I may not, having discovered where this is, I may not be able to get there because it's in Fukui. This room is in Fukui, apparently.
Aww.
So in a museum. So it could be a sort of quick trip from Kyoto if my friend in Fukui has got time, but otherwise I shall never see it in real life.
What you could do is go to one of the museums in Tokyo, and they have some of the retro, like old houses like that.
Yes, there's the Shitamachi Museum in Ueno. That's a good place.
That's good too, yeah.
Or the Edo Museum also in Ueno. Yeah.
What's the museum that we like to go to with the magician woman that was in it? Do you remember that museum?
Which one?
The one we had to go up on a real long escalator, and there's a wooden bridge over.
That's the Edo Museum.
Station? Oh, is that the Edo
The
Museum?
sumo station?
Yeah. Edo Museum.
I forgot.
If it's a big wooden bridge, that's the reproduction of Nihonbashi, and that's the Edo Museum. Yeah.
I love that museum. That's so great there.
Yeah, with all the little dioramas, you know, that's great.
Yes, that's it. I love those dioramas. You get the little binoculars and zoom in, and then you start thinking, why am I doing that? I could just walk over to it. You still do it. Stare at the little plastic people.
Yeah, I went there with Keisan Death like a couple of years ago. That was nice. Well, I think it's we've gone quite over time here, but and the four people still watching, thank you for watching, and thank you, Jess.
See you.
Yeah, and thank you, Mashu and Rena, for joining us while you have your dinner. And next week, I will be in Japan, and at some point I will be doing a live stream. Spontaneously, just using my phone, so there'll be none of all this green screen nonsense and logos and anything. It'll just be my good self, and probably I might go to Akihabara and get a gimbal or something.
Yeah,
just
otherwise your live stream would be a bit.
Like here I am
now.
in Japan. Well, I mean, and I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure that they have like cheap electronic shops in Yamaguchi, but I should be in the first week in Yamaguchi, and spending the first 3 days with my girlfriend. So you may not hear from me for the first 3 days. For the first 3 days, but yes, I may live stream next Saturday because next Saturday I'll be probably in Kyoto. Yes, Kyoto. Yeah, I think. I have to check. I can't remember where I'm going to be. Okay, but anyway, thank you for joining. And I hope you enjoyed the show. And I shall see you all probably next week sometime. Tune in and see you next week. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.